I'm at the apartments called Honor Heights Towers, like Your Honor, like Teresa Drilling. I was one of the first judges on our case of Princess Hodge, like Your Honor, the judge. And that's a little weird coincidence, but all the other coincidences add up. The guy to the left of us who looked like Robert England in the face last night, apartment number 610, he must have a mental problem because he's come over here many times, once asking for drugs, and he said his tooth was hurting so bad, and I had one pill left. I shouldn't have gave it to him. It's a narcotic, and I did give it to him. I just had one left, but he was just crying, saying his tooth hurt so bad. Well, then he comes back over, he asks for bread, and then he comes over at 2 o'clock in the morning asking for juice. His cat had caught a bug, a locust bug, and it was my locust bug. I love insects, I love animals. And I knocked on his door, his cat had it over there squealing, and I asked him to get it out from the cat that was my pet locust. And he said, pet locust, and he was going, kill, 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 as he encourages the cat. Well, anyway, so he said, get out of my apartment after he said come in. He's always said come in before. I mean, he smokes marijuana over there every day. He does not have a medical permit for marijuana. You can smell him, and even if he did, smoking's not allowed. And even if he did have a permit, smoking's not allowed here. It's not allowed. And what they've done illegally, they refused to do their job. They illegally refused to add me to the lease. She knew I've been up here the whole time. I've called and told her numerous times. I've wrote letters, and I've talked to the lady over there next door to the housing authority. And then on top of that, they know he's got multiple cats because I've told them that. And then he had glass broke all over his patio. They accused me of that. I don't even know him. A lady said that it was a gin bottle, a glass gin bottle, and he finally admitted that his friend had been over there and got into it with him and broke a glass bottle. And you can smell over there that he's smoking marijuana, and I don't think it's just marijuana by the smell of it. He smokes cigarettes, he smokes marijuana, and I don't doubt that he's not doing cocaine too. I think he's a big time druggie. And his cats come over here hungry, starving sometimes, thin and bone, begging for something to eat. They come in our apartment just about every day. And I've reported that when we first moved in here and other things. And like I said, so I guess I'm going to pack my stuff, and as soon as I can, I'm probably going to wrap because what they've done to me is wrong and illegal. Randy knows I filled out paperwork twice, and I'll go in there to get his witness statement. I mean, 3 times, not just once, not twice, but I filled out paperwork 3 times. There's this water that needs to be cleaned up. You know that I filled out paperwork 3 times. And I've got it recorded before me talking to her. I've recorded our phone conversations. That she said, well, she wanted me to once again fill out more paperwork. And I explained to her my situation. I would have preferred my own apartment, so she had me fill out that paperwork too. So I filled out both paperworks like multiple times. So anyways, he said that he's going to talk to a lady, and she may not come back up here, but like I explained, I will rat if I have to leave, which, hey, I want to. That's fine with me because I want to rat anyways. These people are here servicing without permission. That guy over here, like we're killing strangers, Gregory Klein. I was telling you about Greg is the name of a guy of a meth cook. He looks just like that meth cook. He said his name's BJ. BJ's a name of a meth cook here. His name's BJ Rust, like under arrest, like the police. Randy's parents' initials are PD for police department, like you're under arrest, police department. The police bring these aliens here and service things. I can prove it. Brad Rust, Diane Worley, Bobby Joe Rust. Like Bobby Joe's the name of this guy around the corner here at these apartments. Like your honor, like your honorable judge. We've been going through shit with Princess Hodge. These are alien servicing. The initials HHT management, like hiring hit management, half an hour, hiring a hit management, like hiring a hitman. Yeah, that's what Ashley Campbell accused me of, and now we got a new manager here named Ashley. Coincidental. More evidence, aliens here servicing out permission. And then they want to jump on me like I'm a man and treat me like a man. I'm not a man, I'm a woman, and I'm going to rat around on everything. And if I can't stay, you can't stay, because I'm contacting the CIA. I was supposed to be undercover, like undercover Coopers, like undercover cops. My family's a Culvers, like undercover. Randy's family's a Coopers of California, like Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie. His other uncle's named Rob. My uncle John Culver, like John Goodman. That's who his dad sounds like, John Goodman. They have a $100,000 tour bus outside of their house. They were servicing like almost famous Penny Lane. That's his mom's name, Penny. They were servicing a lot of these things with the bands. My dad's friends with a lot of bands, like the Stingers, the Springers, the Stingers, and the Singers. My dad used to work undercover sting operations with the CIA, with the CIA. He worked for Pepsi for many years, like they record in those CIA trucks. He would load those trucks. But anyways, so go ahead if you want me to leave. I'm just going to rat on everything, because as far as I know, they were wanting me, calling me a hit, wanting him, accusing him of trying to do a hit on foster mom. That's what foster mom accused him of. Like, Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney Spears song. And then Britney came out with a new thing for airplanes. She said she needs another hit to do on airplanes. Her initials are Nicole Campbell, like Campbell's soup can, like she's on the telephone. And Britney Spears' new commercial song, she's on the phone, like holding a corn cob to your ear, like the Corona, like the corn band. I told you Dad's friends with a lot of bands, like the Corona. That's my cousin's nickname. I named her that because she was drinking, listened to those bands' music, and she got into a wreck. And then Marilyn Manson came out with that song "Worship My Wreck." Let's see, because Nakona was drinking like Corona beer, and Corona, that's how I named it. They had to cut off part of her leg, but anyways, like handing a corn cob to your ear and saying, "Hello, can you do a hit for me?" Like a popcorn hit. You throw some popcorn in the microwave and you start hearing it pop, 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 like a pop singer. Now, Lawana, like Madonna pop singer, and Britney, like Britney pop singer with Choctaw, like, both of them did commercials with Pepsi contract for hit songs. And a lot of those bands do work under culver sting operation. They call them the Stingers and Singers. Well, my family's a Springers. Like, should we spring a leak in the Secret Service, the feds would fix it with a baby. Well, that baby was my baby, Princess Hodge, and she was stolen. Sue Spring a leak. Should we spring a leak? S in the Secret Service, and that's my aunt's initials, SS. I flew here in 1986 from California, Riverside, California. Like, we got a water leak. And yesterday we came in and there was a water leak. Sure enough, it's a fucking people around here causing trouble with us. Well, the air conditioner too, the AC. Oh, AC's initials to Ashley Campbell. We've got a water leak from our AC. And somebody was texting me saying Ashley Campbell's leaking, and her name is foster mom. So I don't know what she's leaking about, but she said obviously she's scared of me. And I said, no, she's the crazed one. You can ask Randy. She just keeps begging for more service. She's heard that my baby may be one of Marilyn Manson's and Rob Zombie's, because I met two guys during Twins of Evil at the Twins Evil Motel. I had twin pregnancy line after meeting two men at the Sadie's Bar. They were doing Twins of Evil tour, and I met two guys, not them, but two similar guys. And they were doing the Twins of Evil tour, and we met at Sadie's Bar. Like, I had two twin lines at the double twin motel, and then they had Deadly Applegate tour, like Christina Applegate, Sadie, her daughter's name, and that's where we met, Sadie's Bar. And like Deadly Apple beer, like Corona beer, like Appletitis, Deadly Appletitis. Do you know what hepatitis is? A Delta strain of the coronavirus is a type of hepatitis. It's strain A, strain B, and strain C, which you can catch from the river, from feces next to Riverside Pepsi Cola is a sewer plant. Like, should we spring a leak?
Anyway,
should you spring the leak in your water system and your sewer gets in there and you drink it, you could contract Hep A or Hep B. Now, as far as I know, this coronavirus, I don't know if it's affiliated with hepatitis or not, but it would be great if the vaccine can treat it or cure it. Now, I believe the Delta came out in the 70s, so it's no big news. But there is, treatment for hepatitis. And let's see, the river in Mexico, like where Corona beer's from, you can catch strain A, strain B, and strain C, which I believe is the Delta variant. I would imagine of hepatitis from the river from Mexico, where Corona's from, the Corona beer. But the weird thing is that Mexicans don't have Corona down there. So I said, well, hell, we ought to move to Mexico, get our passport and move to Mexico. I'm sure that's all just very coincidence. Like, my father's name's Terry, like military, under culver military operations. My cousin's name's Tara Brown, like brown skin terrorist attack, like undercover military, brown skin military terrorist attack. Let's see, more coincidence. My neighbors who grew up from us across the street from Mexico, which is close to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Everybody's wearing masks, like mask ask her, Corin, I hit you and eat your organs because I'm a cannibal, like Campbell soup. See, the Campbells are my family, like Hannibal Lecter, like a cannibal. Hannibal Lecter. Einabel is my son's name, Ian Bells, and he, coincidental, his name is a lot like him because, see, when I went in 2006, my husband took the children and took them to some land where they started getting fed meat every day. It's not just... And he said he ate every pound of a cow, even cow brains and cow tongue. Now, this came later after they moved a few times. They moved from Vera. They had chicken. They had a place where they butchered chicken at and fed them. And then they moved to a place called Ramona, Oklahoma, where there's a Dr. John Leatherman, more evidence, alien servicing. Dr. John Leather, like Leatherface, like a Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's for my children at cow parts, fresh cow parts. Said they even fed them cow brain and cow tongue. And then at that time, Oprah came out with mad cow disease, okay? And then, let's see, cow, like Cowrona. Like cow, like moo cow, like Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson, moo. That's what the guy in 6'10" was doing. He was going moo, moo, moo. Marilyn Manson got a new song, like, we're lining them up for the slaughter. I had made a joke, if I married Marilyn Manson, we're going to have a whole bunch of cattle and fresh food every day. Then Corona came out. I said, well, I wonder what they're doing with all these Corona people. Are they having them reincarnated as chickens and cows? I said, what if I really marry him? I said, I wonder what I want him to come back as. Chickens, cows, or what? I used to be a vegetarian, but I'm really tired of people treating me this way. And I do pray to Satan sometimes. And, I do want them to pay because I've been trying to turn my heart to God, But I did pray to Marilyn Manson many times. And that's what happens because Marilyn Manson is a pig. He's being a pig. And he's trying to act like there's nothing going on, just like Randy tries to act like a middle times. There is stuff going on. It's the band servicing all this. It's the band servicing all this. I'm ratty, I'm rolling. Until somebody wants to hand me a briefcase, this shit's live up on YouTube. It's live on my website again. Unless somebody's going to... well, I'm taking my suitcases with me.
Well,
and my ice box.
You start getting your shit together.
Okay, well, if I can't stay, they can't stay. Because I'm contacting the CIA. There's like 2,000 coincidences, like Ashley Campbell, like Campbell soup, Campbell. My ex-mother-in-law is called Pamble. Oh, Hunter Lecter, like Hunter Bell. That's Hunter Lee Bell. That's my eldest one's name, Hunter Bell.
Man, I'm trying to sleep.
They used to be meat eaters when they were little. They may not remember, but their daddy is a big meat eater, like a cannibal. and he would feed them. They had cows out there. They would slaughter fresh and feed them.
Didn't you know that baby bin and trash all sticks together and shit?
Oh no, my son was a straight A student his whole life. He was up grades 3 times in his life. He was up to a magnet school. When he was in elementary school, he was up to junior high. When he was in junior high, he was up to high school.
Shit together
and he could have went on to
because you're probably going to be camping.
Well, I'm not only going to be camping, I'm going to be rat ratting. I need to leave anyways and go get me a phone. Is it really only 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I need to go get me a phone. I'm not camping in this town. I can't camp here. I can't camp in this town.
Well, you're going to get your shit together, so we're going to have to leave because you couldn't leave the fucker alone.
So where are we going to go? Are you going to take me back to Kansas?
I don't know. I know you need to start getting your shit together.
You going to take me back all the way to Kansas? I said, what are you going to do?
I'm not taking you back to Kansas. You can't stay there either. You're going to stay there for 48 hours anyway. You need to start getting your shit together.
Well, okay, but I'm ratting on her and she's going to be arrested because I filled up paperwork 3 times to be added to the lease. You know I gave it to you. I gave it to you and you turned it in. Every time I filled up paperwork, you turned it in downstairs. And I thought maybe she knew I was here and just being nice so her rent wouldn't go up. And because I told her, the reason why I told her I filled up paperwork to be added to the lease, and every time she would say 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and I'd call the office and I told her I was raped. And that's the reason why I didn't want to stay at my own apartment. When I said, well, I did have my own apartment back in February.
I don't want to.
And she said, well, she was going to try to put me in my own apartment so that way, because I do, we had talked about that. And I said, well, either way's fine, add me to Randy's lease or give me my own apartment. So it's not that I wasn't wanting to be added to lease. It's that she is not doing her job legally. So if she want to rat on me, I can rat on them. So which is fine with me because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at ratting. See, I've sent many people to prison and that's what I've done. Of course, many people's died too. When I rat on them, sometimes they die. Well, I rat on them to my cousin LaDonna Springer, like lay down and I'll sprinkle like voodoo powder. I like voodoo. Like sprinkle, lay down and I'll sprinkle my little magic powder. Abracadabra. Oh, speaking of abracadabra and witch's brew, like Mountain Dew, witch's brew, my ex named Dew. Marilyn Manson's ex named Rose, like deep sex, 6 feet deep. We're in room number 6 on the 6th floor, and it has the little arrows going up or down for 6 feet deep. Sex, like extraterrestrials. He didn't have permission to service my ex, and I didn't want to service his ex. Like Rosedew, Area 51, that's what we call Rosedew, like Rosewell. Because Mexico, the Mexicans came. Right next door was Terry Brown, like brown skin military, like undercover brown skin military attack. Then was Perfecto Flores, and his daughter's name's Lede, like Leatherman, Dr. Leatherman, like Dr. Leatherman, Dr. Leatherface. They have Hannibal mask, and they have check his chainsaw mask during this corona. Some cute masks. They have all kinds of masks. They even have a mask that matched this. But Lede means, in Letitia means Oletha. Olede means Olede, which means a lethal weapon. Like, if I was raised carrying immune to the strain of a virus because I was exposed at a young age. Ew, do you know we're given antibiotics when I was really little, a whole refrigerator full of antibiotics Pepsi Cola paid for. We had shots given to us too in our buttocks for this exposure. We were exposed to at such a young age. See, a lot of people came down with not the variant, but came down with original hepatitis at Pepsi Cola. They actually have a band called Pepsi. My dad's friends with a lot of bands, like I said, and he came down hepatitis C positive. So I was just a little girl, about 5 years old, and they gave me my first shot in my buttocks. It's like Forrest Gump. He said, I got wounded in my buttocks. The good thing about being wounded in the buttocks is you get all the ice cream you want to eat. My dad loved ice. Ice is in the word police. Ice, police, like ice and soda. And like soda pop, stingers, undercover operations. I tell you, these people are fucking morons. I mean, fucking morons. But that's about it. Now, I came down, later in life, I came down Hep C positive. They said I was Hep C positive, but I only had a trace in my system. so they couldn't treat it. And you know, Trace was one of the girls, was one of my best friends growing up. But Trace, little Trace, yeah, I'll willingly leave. You want to leave? You want to leave?
I don't know. You get your shit together.
Well, I'll leave.